Can't never find where that thing at. You do. Let's see if it's up. Alright, I would have been on here a little earlier at the time I said, but was having internet difficulties. Internet difficulties. Okay, so let me get started. Today we are talking about how I just want to say that I want to start off by just saying is that it becomes real easy to wander off. It becomes very easy to wander off at times, okay? Because that's why it's called lost sheeps. It becomes very easy to wander off, and that's why it's called lost sheep. And being that we are lost sheep, some of us still are way or far off and have not prayed to God to get guidance and to come closer to where we need to go. We have not gotten what we need versus everything that we want that's keeping us to be far off. So it's almost like we're losing a lot of sheeps out there. And everybody is a sheep. Everybody is a sheep. I know they trying to make it seem like we're not to be a sheep, but we are sheep because we need a shepherd. We're not the ones that's in charge here. We have a shepherd that when we get lost, he finds us. Even the ones that are so into God, they are still sheeps. So, because I heard somebody say that if you steal a sheep, then that's a problem. No, it's not a problem. Hi. It's not a problem. It's a problem that you don't know that you get lost every now and then as well. So that means that you are a sheep as well. So you're sheep too. Hi. Hello. Hello, Junior. So we all need to know this. We all need to know this because we are going so far off into people. We're going so far off into people that we forget that we are sheep. You still a sheep, sir. You still a sheep, ma'am. You're still a sheep. I'm doing fine, Junior. I'm doing fine. How are you? You're still a sheep. You're not what you are not. Like when you get lost, that's sheep activity. So there are different characters. And thank you for that like. Oh, you're doing good. Thank you for answering that. You're doing good. That's good. Thank you for that like as well. Come on in. Press the like button. May God bless you too. May God bless you too, Cashy. What is it? Cashy boy. May God bless you too, guys. Cashy boy. Good morning to you too, obvious. You're a troll. You calling yourself a troll? Obvious. You're an obvious troll, huh? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Tell him I said thank you. Thank you. Mike Oxland. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike Oxland. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's always a good thing that somebody loves my life. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate you. I'm 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 talking about God. God. The subject is God. Spiritual things. This is for spiritual content only because we all go through so much stuff. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for subbing, Cashy Boy, and thank you for subbing, Obvious Troll. I keep my I can keep my eye on you. Thank you, Ma. Miller. Thank you, Miller. Thank you. Thank you, Junior. I appreciate your sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for subbing. Thank you. That is really, truly appreciated. And oh, it's so good to always hear that someone loves the channel. It is so good to always hear that. So I truly appreciate Mike. I truly appreciate him. Hi. One, two, three, go all in one. You went right back to one. Oh, oh, you up early. You up pretty early. Cashy boy, you up pretty early. Wow. That's something how the times are spread it out like that. When we all together, we're all one. That's something. Hey, we all waking up at the same time, okay? It don't matter what the time is. We all waking up at the same time. Whoa! Oh, it's even later sometimes. It's 8:56. Junior, is you at work? Or you at home? Or do y'all work later out there? Where you at? Since it's 8:56 for you. My Mila, 6:57. Ooh, that's an hour more than Cashy Boy. My goodness. Ooh, we up early. Cashy Boy, you doing the right thing. You got to do your morning prayer in that 1 hour, but I'll come back. Okay. I see you. I'll see you. I see you. So, yeah. That 1 hour prayer is most definitely needed. Even no matter how you feel. God has said that to my son. He say, it don't matter how you feel. You gotta give me an hour a day. 30 minutes in the morning, however you want to split it, 30 and 30. But that 1 hour to God is necessary, Cashy Boy. So go take care of your business. Because you don't got time to play. Not with today anyway. And what it may bring. I appreciate that. And Junior, you 12? Oh, wow. You 12 years of age, huh? Congratulations for another year coming up. Another year coming. This year just started. Welcome. I'm happy to see all of you that are here, but most of you, some of them did not make it to this year. You know, some people didn't make it this year, so it's good to see you all. It's 7:58 for me. Okay. You know, I don't even know what time is it for me. It's probably about 8 something now for me. I believe so. But it's probably 7:50 something for me as well. Riker. Good morning, Riker. I think I'm saying that right. Riker's fun. Right? 'Cause it's fun. You fun? Keep being that way. I heard the spirit say, keep being that way, Riker's fun. Keep being that way. But I wanted to say this today, that it's something when, and thank you all for the likes. I got 5 likes. I thank all 5 of you for pressing that like button. As you come in here, press that like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi. You like my energy. Thank you, Junior. Thank you. Thank you. But, I mean, and I don't like saying but after somebody say something. Oh, wait a minute. Cashy boy, you back? After this, you gonna pray, right? But you saying something, you say, oh, thank you, Junior. Thank you, Junior. But Cashy boy, you say, my sister helped me rise up and made me read the Bible. And I got interested of my creation and stories. So can you shout, my sister? I'd like to give a big shout out to Samara. Thank you, Samara, for bringing in a lost soul. Thank you, Samara, for winning that lost soul. For Cash Boy. Thank you. Thank you, Samara. I truly appreciate Samara for that. It's a lot of people don't even know how great they are for doing these things. Oh, you're going to pray in 1 hour. Okay, got you. In 1 hour. But are you going to pray for 1 hour as you going to pray in an hour? I guess I could say I asked you that, Cashy boy. But yeah, people like Samara. Oh, see you later, Riker. Fun. But people like Samara, it's something. Our next generation wouldn't even know about God in the powerful things that He is. Oh, about 12 or 30 minutes. Okay, that's good. That's a start. That's good. That's good. But hopefully you work your way up. Hopefully you're working your way up and you do it throughout the day. Other than that, that's a good thing to do. Start your day off with something. That's even good. That's even greater to start the day off. Yep, get that word in. But again, it's good to have people like Samara who do things effortlessly with no questions asked, for others, because that brings in a generation that to know God, to know God and to further their skills on his right hand, because that's what you basically doing. You are furthering your skills of God's right hand, right? And all He gonna do is continuously to deliver you more and more throughout all these things that is the terror by day and the horror by night that comes forth to us to make us believe these delusions, or should I say these illusions that's over us, like a cloud. It's the cloud that's over us, making us feel comfortable. And that's what I'm talking about right now. Let me tell you that it makes us feel comfortable about wandering off in this wilderness. And that's the subject today. Today is how, when nobody was telling us anything, and it was just Adam who told other people things. And then that means that the generation that came after Adam knew so much things. So many things. It's 7:04. Okay. And you know, it's like so many people um are okay with being in the wilderness. And what is the wilderness? The wilderness is just, it's a place, right, in which a lot of our fathers has told us about. Some of us coming out of the womb, they educated us about it, but some of our fathers didn't, so that made us wonder even more. So when our children come from the womb and we don't tell them about God, that places them at wondering even more. And then when they get off into something like become very, very disobedient to the parents, or they just continuously to be against the commandments, like just taking stuff, taking people wives, don't know if this person belongs to somebody, or they just lie and they steal and they try to, they want to know what killing is like, so they kill and they just destroy families. Like people will just marry people just to put themselves in your family, and then get down into your family generation and start molesting children and start sexualizing children, and also the women in your family or the men in your family. They just can't wait to do these things, you know. That's why it's good to be praying, so that you can get that wilderness divided apart, so that God can come in and welcome you. You're welcoming God in, and in all of those things, that's the illusion that you see, can begin to move off of your blinders. You begin to open up them blinders, that shade, and you can see that sun outside, you know. And then you can be, yeah, they're influenced. That's true. That's true, Cashy boy. They are influenced. That's why it's called delusion. Delusion is influence. Like you're influenced by those things that you cannot see. And to open up those blinders, which is that shade, to see outside. And then not only are you seeing outside, that outside becomes inside, because it's spiritual. it's spiritual. So being that it's spiritual, all that inside, the outside is inside. That's why when I hear people say go outside to get some sun, I be like, you don't know the full effects. You just know only half of the effects. You don't know the full effects of how, if you take them blinders off, you don't got to wander outside to see for the sun, to get some sun. Because the sun, S-O-N, he pretty bright. And he makes that face look good too. He brings on that beauty of that light too. So just because you go outside don't mean anything. If your heart posture is still not right, and you still not steadfast on the covenant of God, you're still going to be coming in, and you still got that sun for nothing. All you're going to do is what the Bible says is burn. You're going to burn under that sun. Because that's what we're doing. We go out there and that sun, we're burning under that sun. Yes, we are. But again, that light from outside comes inside, and you get the chance to enjoy that particular light. That particular light is what you need. The S-O-N, sunlight. That sunlight. That's better than the outdoor light, where you're going to burn, because it's nothing new under that sun. Everybody burns up. Get all kind of skin cancers and all kind of crazy stuff under that sun. All right, Cashy boy, I see you later. You make me say it just like that. Cashy boy, go ahead now. I see you later. I see you. Go on, do that. Go ahead. That's very important. But overall, what I'm saying is a lot of people wander off. A lot of people wander off. And they get to thinking on other things of this world. Just like a baby who comes into the world and they get the chance, they look up and they see all this stuff. They even get a chance to see your face. And they just look around trying to see what's going on out here. But yet, if you don't direct their uh their 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 face towards the right thing, when you're turning their face around towards you when you speak. I know, you know, one thing that we normally do when the baby come out, we start to talk little baby talk to them, which I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is I'm calling it out because this is what we do first. Instead of saying, you know, Jesus, let me tell you about Jesus. We don't say that to our babies when they come out. Instead, we ready to spoil them. We ready to spoil them babies. I mean, do you know Jesus? I'm going to tell you about Jesus. The wonders that he have versus the wonder that you're going to do. The WANDER is not better than the WONDER of heaven. Those wonders that you're going to do, which is get lost as a sheep, it's not going to be nothing over the wonders of heaven. That's in heaven. Not like it is on this earth that you're going to do. And you're going to need them. And so I'm going to teach it to you. I'm going to tell you about them every day. I'm going to make sure that I guide you and lead you and never pervert you with the idols and all of the foolish things of this world. And at times I may get off. I may be off, but you best believe I'm going to come back again. I'm going to come back around and we're going to get this together, because you're going to get lost too sometimes, because it's going to be some people that distract you. But I want you to know that I'm here. We need to start like saying that to our babies when they come out that womb. But overall, yeah, it's very easy to wander off. It's so easy to wander off and not find what we need to find. And the Lord, what I want to say is that the Lord will give you everything that you need, okay? God will give you everything that you need. He'll give you whatever you want, right? You know, the manna, the manna, okay? How people say that in the Bible about the manna and how God gave his people manna at the time he gave them manna, right? But what they don't know is, hi, Maku, Pule, or something like that. I can't say your name. But he gave his people manna. Yes, he did. He did. And for them, they don't know the full Bible of that. They just know that part that said that God gave his people manna. That's the only part they know about that, is that God gave his people manna and he provided manna for us to eat at the time we needed to eat it. Yeah, but you gotta finish reading. Like, come on, finish reading some more. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on and read some more, because manna was only provided at that time because of the people and their lust. That's why manna was provided. And at that time, you had the angels to come down too, to provide these things for you. Yeah, they all gathered around, because this is God here. And these are the God of hosts. So they coming down too. They providing you with everything you need, and they fed these people this manna, you know, as to what they wanted. They wanted to eat. They wanted what they wanted. And so God provided. But what they don't know is, if you come on and read some more, because you was wandering off out there wanting those things that was not good for you. He said he was basically saying that he provided that in that time when y'all was going against what he said. He provided manna for them, and he made sure that the angels assisted them in fulfilling it, filling them up, had filled them up full of this manna. That's what those angels provided, because they was God's angels of hosts. And also, there were some dark angels who who was around. Hi, Cashy boy, welcome back, welcome back. And there were some dark angels who were around. But that's what you're not looking at, is that they were providing things in a manner for your lust. That's what they were doing. But if you come on and read some more versus that one little part that you read about manna and how the angels provided the manna and how God provided the manna, if you come on and read a little bit more, you will understand that that was to provide for your lust. Good, Mila, that you could see the sky through your curtains. And you ain't even have to go outside to see that, did you? And you need to come on and invite God in and go and read some Bible real quick. Get some word in. So that can be some brightness inside your house, right along with you looking out that curtain. But it's so easy for us to wander off. And as you are wandering off, God is still providing, because he's going to be God regardless. But that's not okaying what we're doing, you know? That's still not okaying it. A lot of people will think that just because I'm saying what I'm saying, that he's going to be the provider still, even though you're wandering off, that's okaying it. That's not okaying wandering off. It's not okaying it. That's saying that he's still going to be God regardless, but he wants to make sure that all his children are fed, even if they are fed of their own lust. And then they go into a real deep delusion. And then those people never return back. But he wants to keep putting you back out of the wilderness, because he has done some things to where he has knocked down some things because of the wilderness. He has knocked some things down because of the wilderness. He has splitted the wilderness up, but yet you're okay with camping in the wilderness, meaning getting lost as to where you're going. And where you're going is not where God is. He wants to bring you back into the things of heaven. The things of heaven. He wants to put you in a rapture of what is the heavenly things. He wants to do that. He wants to fulfill you in that, but not in your lust. Not in your lust. Because when he sent the angels down of darkness to fulfill you with your lust that you wanted. These angels were not good angels. These were the angels of darkness. And he sent them down to provide you for the manna that you wanted. That's not good. So it's time to come back. It's time to come back out of that wilderness. God can split the wilderness up. It does not have to stay in the wilderness. And what you say, my girlfriend broke up with me 6 days ago, but I still have God. With God, all things are possible. That's right, Cashy boy. With God, all things are possible. And although you lost your girlfriend 6 days ago, in the kingdom, when you come closer to the kingdom of God, girlfriend should not even be in your title. So losing the term girlfriend was a good thing. Welcome back, Junior. Losing that term, just look at it like that. Don't look at it like I lost my girlfriend, because my was not yours, which is why it was torn from you. It was taken away from you, because if you look at it like the term girlfriend, I lost. Then you'll know that now I'm going to provide greater things now, other than girlfriend. And I will no longer carry myself as a boyfriend, because I am going to now be a provider, a protector, a leader amongst the flock in which God is going to provide for my future. I'm not going to be afraid of being alone on the times that I'm alone by myself. That's how you need to look at it. I'm no longer going to be alone, because girlfriend was just something that you grabbed in the time that you was alone, at the time that you was. But now you're not going to gravitate to that. You're not going to take hold of just anything and just say, hey, that's mine. I want that. No more. And that's how you got to look at that. Cashy boy. Junior, and you say your girlfriend broke up with you yesterday? Hey, you heard what I just said. It's time out for that boyfriend, girlfriend stuff. It's time to let go of that term. Throw it off into the winds and let lust provide its place for that. And just know that you don't got time for lust. You still have your friends in God. That's good. That's good. That's good, Cashy boy. That's good. That's a good thing, because you need that. Yeah, need that. And hopefully these friends are who God has provided for you. Hopefully these friends are who God has provided for you, Cashy boy. Yes, yes. But mainly I just was getting on here to let you know that we tend to wander off in the we tend to wander off in the earth instead of receiving on of the wonders in heaven that is provided for us. But we wander off, wander, in things that we ought not to do on this face of this earth, which is the lust of things. And we will be provided from the angels of darkness of what we wandering off into. We will get lost. You understand? We will get lost. But this the thing, that the providing in which Adam did to generations and generations has caused us to not to stand out in the wandering off in this earth, but to receive on other wonders, WONDER, of heaven. That way, when you get a sign on the earth, the signs is of the earth. When you get a sign that's on the earth, it won't be what you wandering off into, which is of your lust. You won't receive the wonders of your lust if you getting off into the wonders of heavenly things that will come on the earth before you. It's a difference. It's a difference. That's why they say that a lot of people will receive uh, the a sign. You know, like how people say, Lord, give me a sign, and how the others tell them that, oh, your sign is going to be what it is that what you just deserve. Yeah. So what it is they just deserve is what it is that they're filling up themselves up with meat, the meat that they are provided with, which is the meat of this earth. Whatever the sign comes from the meat in which you eat of. Write that down as well. The signs come from the meat in which you eat of, and you will be provided by the angel in which is around you. Because there are angels of darkness, but there also are angels of light. And so you will be provided the meat in which you are wandering off into, which is further and further into a delusion of lust. And that sign of that will be lust. But if you are opening yourself up to the wonders of heaven, because you can't get them mixed up. They won't get mixed up. But yet, some people talk a certain way, but they mix it up. But this is the thing. If it's in wonders of heaven, so shall it be on this earth. And those earthly things that come down will be something providing from heaven. And not this earth. It's something this earth can't even provide for you. That's going to be the wonders and the signs on earth that's from heaven. Those things are what's going to provide for you. you gonna get those things. You're going to be in love of those things. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you do. But when you get the wondering sign from heaven, the wonders from heaven, instead of the wonders, and I want you to take that note. It's a difference between the wonders and the wonder. Okay, the wander, the W-A-N-D-E-R. If you're wandering, that means you're lost. And if you're lost, that means that you're going to be provided the meat in which you're wandering off in, because you got to eat, right? So being off into that, when you provided the wonders, the W-A-N-D-E-R, so put ahead, you're going to split this in two. You're going to put wonders on one side and provide the list. You're going to put W-O-N-D-E-R and provide the list. Good. You're going to provide the list, and this is how you're going to take your notes. If underneath the wonders, we're going to put lost, the lost. All right, that's where we're going to start at. Underneath wander, W-A-N-D-E-R, we're going to put the lost. Underneath wonder, W-O-N-D-E-R, we're going to put the found. The found, okay? Because you are now found underneath the wonders in heaven. And what we're going to put underneath wander, as we put underneath there, you put the lost. I want you to put now that, I want you to put, we put the lost, and then we put found. And then you want to put that, now that you are in the wander, put lust. Put the lost and then lust. Under wander, W-A-N-D-E-R. Put law. Hold on, let me put this here. Wander, W-A-N-D-E-R, and then wonder, W-O-N-D-E-R. Okay, so underneath wander, W-A-N-D, put the lost first. That's because you are lost. And wonder, which these are heavenly things, you want to put under WOND, or you want to put the found. And then underneath there, and you writing a list. Underneath there, you want to put lust under wonder. WAND, put lust. And then WOND, you want to put heaven. Okay? Because these are directions. On the top, you want to put these are directions. So your heading should be directions. All right? So that should be your main title, directions. And then on one side, in the line between it, you want to put wander, WANDER. And on the other side of that line, you want to put WONDER. And you want to put the lost on one side for the wander, WAND. And then on the other side, WOND, you want to put the found. And then under there, the second thing, you want to put lust under WAND. And then on the other side, WOND, you want to put heaven. All right, because there's a difference between your lust, because you're going to be providing for your lust, for the lustful things, right? But on the wanders of, you're going to be indulging in heavenly things. So you're going to eat on of heavenly things. So you want to put meat for both sides, because both sides provide meat. So you want to put meat on wander, WAND, and you want to put meat on WOND, because they both provide the meat. Okay? You want to put meat, because for both provide the meat. And again, these are directions. That's your title for your notes. These are directions in which you are going in. All right? So, underneath wander, you also want to know that who's providing the meat too. Excuse me. So who will be providing the meat? You want to put under meat the dark angels. Underneath wander, WAND, you want to put the dark angels. Okay? And underneath wander, WOND, you want to put the angels of light. You want to put the angels of light. Okay? That's what you want to put. You want to put the angels of light underneath WOND, wonder. And I want you to always look at these notes all the time, because whenever you get signs from either side, that meat will be provided to you, and that will manifest in your life. And you will know which you're eating on of. And you will not want to eat on certain things if it keep providing you the nonsense before your face. Right? So you want to put wander, WAND, you want to put manna under there. Manna. Because wandering, WAND, provides the manna. That provides manna. Right? The stuff in which they say that God provided us manna, but manna was not a good thing. It was from the earth. It was from the dust. Although it was coming from heaven, right? Heaven down, it still was from the earth. It still was from the lust thereof, from wandering and wanting so much. So the dark angels provided this manna. So that's manna. They provided manna on that side. Okay? And that's for the directions in which you are going in. On WAND, if you're wandering, you get the manna. Okay? Also, if you're wandering, WAND, you will, what else? You'll receive on of the delusion that's going to blind you. So you want to put delusion and you want to put blind. Blind you. Because going in this way, you will get, you will, it will become like a strong delusion as you're going in the earthly way. And it will blind you. So even if you're talking about God or not, you're still going to be blinded going in this direction. So it wouldn't even matter if you're wandering, W-A-N-D. And it was something else I wanted to put down. What else did I want to put down? I wanted to also say, what was that? I just had it, and then I just lost it. Oh, also when you're wandering, I just found it. You get the wilderness, okay? You get the wilderness. So put wilderness. This is W-A-N-D, okay? All of this is under W-A-N-D. You get the wilderness, okay? You will get the wilderness and the effects of the wilderness. Now, underneath wander, W-O-N-D, I want you to put olive. Okay? I want you to put olives because that's opposite of manna. You will receive the olives. Okay? That's opposite of manna. You will receive the olives. And it's many things that God gonna say to you about the olives, right? Because it's gonna be in the way you speak. When you receive from heavenly things, it's gonna be in the way that you're walking. When you receive from heavenly things, it's gonna be in the way that you are sowing in the seeds in other people. When you receive from heavenly things, when it's to do with olives, okay? When God talks about olives. And then for the delusional part, you won't get delusional in the wonder, W-O-N-D. On that side, I want you to put underneath olives, I want you to put olive tree. Okay? I want you to put olive tree. This means something. All this stuff means something because God is going to provide you for these things, and these are going to get you in the right direction. And just from these little points right here that I'm giving to you, you'll know something ain't right. All right? Because of what it will provide for you. So, and then if, let's say if the Lord said that this will provide the olives to the olive tree. The olive tree is you. You are standing up right. Your heart is right. You holding the commandments. You're having the covenant. You steadfast in the covenant under your feet. And you are going in the wonders of God. So you are the olive tree. In which I was saying that I wanted to talk to you about the being the tree. The olive tree. The thing that look like grapes when you see it. That's an olive tree. Have you ever had a dream about grapes? Grapes everywhere. Grapes here, grapes there. And then it's a big old tree and some grapes provided right there. Those not grapes. Those not grapes. Those are olives. You think they grapes because they come in all kind of colors. Whatever you want to see them as, they come as that color of grapes. If we see grapes as the color that they are on the earth, which is, we see grapes as what is it? We got dark grapes, we got purple grapes, we got, I guess that'd be the dark grapes, we got light grapes, we got all color grapes. If we see them as earthly things, we won't understand when we see them in the spirit. And again, this is for spiritual content. That's what I'm telling you, spiritual stuff. But if you see the grapes, and they will come as many different colors as what you want them to come as. They'll even come in little packages for you that looks like grapes. But that's not grapes. You're being provided olives. Those are actually olives. But, you know, people continue to talk about grapes here, grapes there, but those are not grapes. That's the olive from the olive tree. And guess who the olive tree is? You. And guess what you're doing? Providing good things for others. But they, even if they can't see it, that's on them. You're providing it though. That's a good thing. That's what's coming from you. Good things. That is from heaven. So that's the wonder, the WOND, put olives and then olive tree. That's what you're going to be planted and seeded in instead of the WOND, the WAND on the other side, which is from manna. You get delusion and then blinds you, and then the wilderness effect. Also under the olive tree on wonder, WOND, I want you to put, this will be the Garden of Eden. Put Garden of Eden. That be that effect instead of the wilderness effect on the wandering, WAND. But on the WOND, I want you to put underneath olive tree, the Garden of Eden. Because guess what? The olive tree is strong. Them vines off of the olive tree, according to the Bible, the vine, and then the vine provider underneath the olive tree. When you read the Bible, you'll get to knowing these things in which I'm telling you right now. Okay? And you can pinpoint out different things, and it becomes more lighter for you to read this Bible. It's going to be more soothing for you. And what you read, because it's all going to come together. Even your dreams going to come together. Even your vision's going to come together. As what I am providing you here now. Okay? So, in the olives, the olive tree, which is you, you're providing something good from you. You're providing something good for you. So you keep going, and then God going to keep making sure that you come out. And he going to make sure he get his right hand in there and deliver you. Don't be dismayed. Don't be worried. Don't go astray either. But keep providing what it is that you're doing, because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you see some grapes, which those grapes are not really grapes, those are olives. That's why if you were to see those grapes, then you'll see the olive tree. And that will be a certain color. And it could still be, green? Light green. It still could be light green, or it could be a solid color. But those are still olives. That's still olives, and that's an olive tree. And the strength of an olive tree is very strong. Those vines that are provided for that ground is strong. So guess what? The olive tree, it breaks up a lot of that wilderness. So that's why you're going to put that on the wonder side, because this is going to be from heaven. It provides strength to that ground, and it breaks up a lot of rocks, a lot of dust, a lot of the delusion, and a lot of the food that you're eating on of. It provides good things for you now. It will provide the good things for you now. You understand me? It will provide those things which are good for you. And so when you say a sign, I want you to put sign under wander, WAND. And then I want you to put sign under wonder, WOND, sign. Put sign under there too, because you're going to get a sign from both sides. You're going to get a sign from either or. Okay? You're going to get a sign from either side. And the sign on this side of where it is wander, WAND, if you get signs on that side, you're going to be provided of your lust. It's going to go back to the to lust of you being lost. And then if you get signs on wonder, WOND, which is from heaven on earth, You will get that which is found from heavenly things. And that's when you blessed up on Jesus knocking at the door, and you open, and the door is open, and you will be provided for. You will be provided from the heavenly things of God. I mean, I can go on with this, but right there, that's some good things right there. That's some good things right there that you can use for yourself. Right there. That's enough things to be provided for. So on wander, WANDER, you should have the lust. Under there you should have, the lost, I'm sorry. Under WANDER, on that side, you should have the lost. And you should have underneath there lust, and then meat, and then the dark angels. And then those dark angels feed you manna. You want to put manna under the dark angels. And under that manna, it provides delusion. And you want to put delusion. Under delusion, you want to know that you will be blind. Under the delusion, put blind you. And then underneath blind you, that blindness will provide for you the earthly things of, which is what you got off into when you left the Garden of Eden, and that is the wilderness. So you want to put under blind you want to put wilderness effect. And under the wilderness, you want to put sign, because you will receive a sign from that. That wilderness that you are in, that you do not have to stay in, but that you camped and you provided your children in that wilderness, and you like, well, this is it. We're gonna make a camp over here. I'm gonna provide for my kids over here in this wilderness, and this is just that. This is all it is. It's nothing else. Well, you're gonna get the signs over there. But on the other side, you should have, on the side of wonder, WONDER, because there's a difference. On that side, you should have the found, because now Jesus has turned himself towards you, and now you found. You're no longer lost. And underneath there, it should say heaven, and now you're going to be provided the heavenly things, right? So the heavenly things will be provided for you, and also on that side, you will be provided meat. East side, I told you, east side will provide meat. So underneath wonder, WONDER, you want to put the found, and you will find heaven. So put heaven, and you will be provided meat. So put meat. Underneath meat, the people who will be providing you the meat will be the angels of light. So you do want to put the angels of light. And underneath the angels of light, you will be, there will be olives there. There will be olives there. Okay? There will be olives all around, and that will be fulfilling to that earthly ground. Okay? That's better than manna. Olives is better than manna. I'm telling you. Get with it. Y'all don't know about olives. Them green olives. When you see that in your visions, if you see a green olive in your vision, or God says in audible voice, green olives, that's what you want to be provided with. The green olives. Not manna. The green olives. So when the green olives is provided for you, as the angels of light is coming down and being with you and helping you and moving them enemies out your way, now it begins to come as the olive tree. And underneath olives, you want to put olive tree, because now you are being, now within those olives, you are being, as they go into the ground, because when manna go into the ground, it's nothing but just dust. But when these olives go into the ground, what comes from that is more olive trees. Think, sir and ma'am. Think. Manna is not good over olives. Because if you plant an olive in the ground, you get more olive trees. And guess what them olive trees provide? Underneath there, I want you to put, you should have Garden of Eden. That's that. So once those trees start to growing from them olives that was all around, and they seek into the ground, all those olive trees that builds, guess what they build? They build a nation around. They come and they move the delusions. They move the blindness off of you, and you now can see. And now you can be provided the heavenly things, because this one little olive, these olives, one by one, dropping down, planting into the soil, has provided olive trees for you, big as day, strong and mighty in the Lord, strong and mighty in the Lord, and also strong and rooted underground, up out of the manner, up out of the manner in which manna was in the dust. Only these olive trees have planted up out of the ground, straight up. And so now, as they are going, as everywhere the olives have dropped on the floor, on the ground outside on this earth, even inside in the building, you will be provided for heavenly things. And now, all of them things will, the wilderness will not be there anymore. It is now the Garden of Eden. And guess what? As you put the Garden of Eden up on the olive tree, I want you to put sign. And that's we're going to leave off at on that side. Sign. And guess what? You go get good signs from underneath that. Because that's what you're believing for. That's what it's all about. The olive, providing the olive tree, removing the wilderness, breaking rocks. This olive tree breaks rocks. Hard, heavy rocks. That's how strong the olive tree is. That it provides for you more than manna can. Manna is of the dust. That's lustful things. And you'll still be hungry and thirsty for more. And then you'll still be asking God, God, I need something to eat. And guess what? Them angels of that darkness over there will provide you in the wander, W-A-N-D-E-R. They're going to provide for you. And it ain't going to be good. But over here, them olive trees, over manna, them olives dropping down over the manna, provide them olive trees. And them olive trees will provide for that which is the Garden of Eden. And the Garden of Eden will be with you once again. And that sign will come. You don't have to be begging and pleading for nothing in that, because it will always provide for you. In manna, you always gotta beg for something. And yes, them dark angels gonna come over there, and they gonna provide for you. But over here, you'll always be provided for with them olives and that olive tree, which promotes the Garden of Eden, which promotes the signs of the wonders of heaven. W-O-N-D. You'll always be provided for with that. I mean, think about it. Think about it. If roaches can live off of dust, which is manna, what makes you think that you can't live off of dust, which is manna, and still get taken off by the wind when God blows it? Think about it. What makes you think that you can't? But with the olives and that olive tree, can't nothing just come by and just take you away, because you rooted in the ground. Up. And you know how far up that olive tree can go? It can go up. But we ain't trying to do it like that, you know? We ain't trying to do it like that. So, man, I wasn't expecting to be this long, but it's going to be the only time I'm going to be on here today. So, come and come back tomorrow, 7:47. I will be here 7:47. If I'm having difficulties with the internet, it might be a little bit off, but 7:47, I'm going to try and be here every day, 7:47. So be alert, be ready for some heavenly things that nobody, I can't say nobody because it's a lot of good people that got good stuff to say, but that I will be talking about. And that if you get into that Bible, you will understand what I'm saying. But yeah, hope you took your notes today. The Bible verse that I'm gonna provide for you would be to read Psalms. Hold on, let me see. Make sure. I'm looking through my Bible real quick. I'm sorry. From what I just was explaining to you about the best one, I'm gonna pick the best one. Okay, I'm gonna say Psalm 78. From what I just was speaking to you about, the best one for what I was talking to you about, I want you to go into your Bible and I want you to open that Bible up and I want you to read Psalm 78. Read that whole chapter, okay? Psalm 78. And it goes from verses 1 all the way to 72. Yeah, it's a lot. Psalms 78 all the way to 72. Psalm 78, chapter 78, verses 1 all the way up to 72. So I want you to read that whole thing and get it in, because you are going to know what it is that I was talking to you about today. That's what the Holy Spirit just told me, Psalm 78. So we'll provide for you the things I just mentioned and all of that. And you will look at Psalm 78 a little different when you see that word. I think manna is in, if manna is in there, because he provided that 78, chapter 78 for me. But if the word manna is in there, you'll know what it was provided for. It was provided as you go on for the people of their lust, and the angels of darkness was upon that. Okay, so read Psalm 78 and look at your notes. Take and get in your notes, and you'll see for what I'm saying. And also, I got this from the King James version. That way you can see what I'm saying. Okay, KJV, Holy Bible, chapter 78, verses 1 through 72. Stay tuned for more. Bye for now. Salute, soldiers. Salute. It's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. Bye for now.